Good evening, everyone. I'm Vish, so let's go. So I'm here to talk about glitter and how it saved my life. But before I get to that, let me tell you who I was before I discovered the meaning of this magical substance. Growing up, I was labeled feminine. Yes, feminine. I stood out. I was picked on for not meeting masculine ideals like loving football or objectifying girls. Though I did have a thing for camp Bollywood divas, but that didn't translate well with my peers. At school and at home, I was constantly told to act like a boy. And as I got older, I was told to man up. This led me to be very insecure. Also, when I realized I was gay, I'd further minimize myself, hoping no one would call me out on my sexual orientation or for being effeminate. I was constantly editing myself so that people couldn't pick me apart. That was exhausting. I felt pressures to conform. A few years ago, my traditional Indian family were eager to arrange my wedding, but I came out. Their expectations were shattered, and there was darkness for a period, but hope glittered in the distance. In broader terms, I identify with two umbrella acronyms: BAME, meaning Black, Asian, and Minority Ethnic, and LGBT, meaning lesbian, gay, bi, and trans. When these two identities intersect for a person, they bring up challenges when navigating through life. One of those being a minority within a minority. Many BAME LGBT people have been rejected by people of their own ethnicity and by the wider, more prominently white LGBT community in Britain. So where do BAME LGBT people fit in? Recent research found that 30% of BAME LGBT people in Britain had experienced discrimination when visiting a pub or a restaurant. In the workplace, things aren't much better. 42% of BAME LGBT people have hidden or disguised that they were LGBT in the past year. These stats are depressing. I'm not sure when things will get better, but until they do, I advocate for safe spaces for marginalized identities like mine. This encouraged me to set up Glitter Cymru, a social group bringing together BAME LGBT people. So what does glitter represent? Glitter is visibility. You can't ignore it. In the same way, BAME LGBT people want to be seen. Glitter is about being heard and the opportunity to listen to others. We have diverse stories at our group, and attendees range from asylum seekers, international students, to local residents. But at the same time, we're linked by a common theme of feeling invisible. Glitter is acknowledgement and validation, the antidote when we feel vulnerable, rejected, or misunderstood. Glitter acknowledges that we are not alone, no matter how much of a minority we may feel. We have each other. The truth is, glitter and Glitter Cymru has saved me. It helped me find my voice which I muted to be accepted by family and society, but not anymore. Knowing other people like me exist gives me great confidence. Confidence to stand up for myself, confidence to set up boundaries, as this is important for my self-care. Though setting boundaries can be challenging, especially when you're used to pleasing others for validation. I've come to realize putting yourself first is an act of self-compassion. It's not selfish. Confidence to say no. I thought saying no was wrong, as I wouldn't seem like an agreeable person or a nice person, but the right amount of no's are necessary to keep your boundaries in place so that others understand they can't be compromised. Confidence to say yes. Saying yes to opportunity, saying yes to getting out of your comfort zones. In my case, saying yes to speaking at Ignite, or saying yes to elasticated jeans. FYI, I've never looked back since. The power of yes is exciting. On the subject of saying yes, it's over to you. We need you to be our friend, an ally, meaning a supporter of people with minority identities. How you say? Well, I think it's pretty straightforward. Please listen to us. There are lessons to be learned from actively listening to diverse voices and experiences. They ultimately help to open minds and break down misconceptions. Listening means you see us. Help us to amplify our voices by talking about us. With your support in opening dialogue, the powers in charge will sit up and take notice of our issues. After all, there is power in numbers, and together we can make changes. So society has a lot of work to do in understanding BAME LGBT identities. But let's start by taking inspiration from this magical substance that is glitter and use it to eradicate the fear of the minority. Now that's life-saving. Thank you.